Okay, I changed the frames per second, and I changed the audio source here at this high school. Now I'm going to head on out and test this with the windshield all the way down, my visor all the way up. So again, the reason for the part 1 through part 3 this morning doing this test is before going on some road trips this summer, I'd like to find what most of my viewers consider the best audio source and the best video, whether it's 30, 60, or 24 frames per second. I watch all my videos, I'd say 99% of them, on my 75-inch 4K TV. I enjoy watching it that way, but I imagine there's a large percentage of people that watch it either on their computer screen, YouTube videos, that's what I'm talking about, or they watch it on their phone. Who knows, maybe the majority of viewers watch it on their phone. But here I go again. Let's get the speed back up to 50. Windshield all the way down. Wonder how the sound of the wind blast coming through my helmet sounds on that. I will show the settings that I have for each one of the video settings. Everything's the same as far as the resolution, wind noise on, and auto selection for shutter speed and exposure. All those items will be the same for the frame per second. That way, that's just frame per second. It's the only thing I'm considering right now. I'm not considering the shutter speed or the exposure. I'm not changing any of those. I'll display that on the final conclusion, part 4, where I say X amount of comments, pick this frame per second, and pick this audio source. Okay, here we're going again. Get up to 50, raise the windshield all the way. I love this F4 Customs windshield. I notice that on videos there seems to be a little more glare when I'm recording it than when I'm just riding through my eyes. Almost nailed a bird there. So the windshield to me is optically clear. So it was an expensive windshield, this F4 Customs, but it is optically clear. And the wind protection versus the stock windshield is no comparison. I mean, I can cruise at 80 miles an hour on a non-windy day and have no buffeting whatsoever. Now I have the tallest one they have, the 24-inch windshield, but that probably isn't necessary for somebody my height. I probably could have gotten away with the next size smaller. Okay, I'll just ride up here to the end of this dirt road. Find a good place to pull over and switch it to the last video setting and the last audio source. And good old Goldwing has to pretend it's an African twin right now. Zipping along on this road, but The stabilization on the GoPro Hero 13 is excellent. It makes it seem silky smooth, at least when I watch it on my 75-inch screen. I'll be interested when I turn my head quickly what frames per second is less jittery. In other words, when I have it set for 60 frames per second and I turn my head quickly, is it going to be a smoother transition without the jitters? Little osprey up in the tree looking down for some fish to nail. Have his breakfast. Oof. What was I thinking taking this dirt road? I just washed my bike. Got up at the crack of dawn this morning and started thinking I'm going to do that test today. Hopefully I'll have more than a few views so I can get at least a decent sample size of what audio or what video is best. Well, let's see here. Doesn't look like I can pull into the park right now because the traffic's backed up. I'm going to have to pull off the side of the road where it's safe somewhere up here to change to the other video setting. Okay, there's 45 miles an hour. Windshield all the way up, visor all the way up. All right, I'm going to pull into this apartment complex up here and change to the last setting.